Hello flight simmers, hello friends, welcome back everyone, and welcome back to the FSLabs. To be very honest with you guys, this is the first time I am flying the FSLabs since the release of the Phoenix A320 for Microsoft Flight Sim. I know it's kind of sad actually, especially since I've been flying this aircraft so much before the Phoenix release and I'm still really loving it. But I figured it's about time to get back into the FSLabs and yeah, take it for a spin. And today we are flying something a little bit different, not the normal A321 you would expect, but we are flying the passenger to freighter conversion, the P2F for Lufthansa Cargo. And yeah, here we are sitting at Istanbul, heading back to Frankfurt. And yeah, just the livery, to be very honest, it's not the greatest livery of all. I'm quite sure that this Lufthansa sign is the wrong way round, and there are other minor things which are kind of off a little bit. But anyhow, it's the only one I could find online, so here we are. I think we should be in for a good flight. And yeah, in case you're wondering, this is of course not like a real A321 P2F aircraft. This is still the normal FSLabs A321. It's just got like a cargo livery on it. Yeah, but never mind. Should be flying well nevertheless. And yeah, currently we have Turkey radar online, so let's check that out in a little bit. And yeah, huge airport here at Istanbul. I keep saying this every time we are here, but it's like so big. And we are here on the cargo apron, which is way on the other side. All the way down there is the actual terminal building. This is so massive, this airport. Yeah, so I would say let's get to it. Right, so here we are on the flight deck. Let's see, I have done the loading already. I did instant loading because I wasn't sure how GSX is going to handle this freighter aircraft. It is saying we are a little bit overweight. Let's check this out over here. How we do this. Load sheet, of course. Quite a bit over zero fuel weight. It's a bit weird. I've loaded around I think 24 tons of payload, and according to the Lufthansa Cargo website, this aircraft can handle 28 tons of cargo, so we should be fine. I'm thinking about just going with it as it is. Then we will be surely in for a heavy landing at Frankfurt, but that's also fine, we can handle. So let's accept those load sheets. Accept. Oh my gosh, this is so long ago I've been doing any of this stuff here in the FSLabs. I hope I don't forget anything crucial. But before I forget it, let's get in contact with the controller, since he already messaged me to contact him. So this is what we will do first. 129.45.
For Airport Cargo 154 Heavy, have a great evening. See you.
Ankara control.
Turkish 3 Fox Juliet, direct Iblal, India Bravo Lima Alpha Lima.
There is no Atus online as far as I can tell.
I was trying to find you. Identified now, level 350, direct
so I don't really know what to expect, but maybe we can write down what kind of departure we are expecting.
Direct Mako, Lucien, Windows 782.
Qatari 11 Heavy identified now, level 380, direct Negative.
What does it stand for? Let's see. Tutbu, I believe. Tutbu, and then altitude and squawk. I'm just preparing my little note sheet to get everything correct. Altitude we expect 5,000. This would be the Tutbu. Yeah, it depends on the runway. We don't really know. So yeah, let's contact him, and then we can continue the setup. Ankara control, good day. Lufthansa Cargo 8347 at Istanbul, requesting clearance to Frankfurt.
Hello, we'll come back to you shortly. Break Turkish 2 November Alpha, you're currently 6 miles out, number 1, surface winds 110 degrees, 5 knots, 18 centimeters. Correct. Take Lufthansa Cargo 8347, thank you for your patience. Cleared to destination, 224 Charlie departure, runway 34 left, squawk 3243.
Clear to Frankfurt via 224 Charlie departure, runway 34 left and squawking 3243, Lufthansa Cargo 8347.
Lufthansa Cargo 8347, correct. When ready, push and start is approved. QNH 1010, call for taxi.
Push and start approved on QNH 1010, Lufthansa Cargo 8347. Cool. Somebody's writing me. British Airways 257. Hello, my friend. You're on the video now. I'm gonna text back in a second. So let's finish the setup. That was very cool because he cleared us for the pushback already, which is gonna save us some time, I believe. So 3, 2, 4, 3. And then let's see. Flight plan. Departure. Runway 34 left. Tutbu for Charlie. Insert. Arrival we will do later on. It's a long flight. No worries about that. And then let's do the wind. Then we need the performance, of course. In the meantime, let's fire up the APU. So now let's see what we got here. That's the delta. Now we need to find
Turkish 2 November Alpha.
the 4 Charlie, which is here.
Charlie.
Runway 34 left. Heading 324 to Foxtrot Mike 017. Max 240 knots, 2,000 feet above. And then on this way, Gofgu Unlir Tutbu, initial climb 4,000 feet. Okay, this looks good. And then let's see, we got the most westerly runway here at this airport. Well, that's good, so we don't have a huge taxi. That's fine for us. So this is coming to 4,000. I believe we will be doing full length, so let's go over here and do the performance. Let's try optimum. Aircon on 86.2. And 3, 4 left, full length. So 162, 170, 172, 1 plus F, super high speeds. That's crazy. Just out of curiosity, let's see what it's here. That's 170. Now it's still 170. Interesting. Okay. Still as a trim 1 down, flex 44, and we have a takeoff weight of 86.2, well in line with max takeoff weight, so that's all fine. Let's pull up the MCDU. So 162, 170, 172, 1 down 1, flex 44. And now, since we are here, let's get the good black box data. Thrust reduction 1330. Acceleration 1330. And engine out acceleration 1900. Like that. Zero fuel at 73.8, that should be fine. What do we need for the alternate? Block fuel is loaded 12.7, alternate being Düsseldorf 1.9 when rounding up. So we got a little bit of extra fuel, that's good. Secondary is copied already. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Looking good. Okay, so if I'm not missing anything, ooh, that's very loud.
Go ahead.
We are all set. And we can run the checklist in a second. This is coming to auto. Let's make sure APU bleed is on, and then we can put on the packs. External power is coming off.
36 via FSN. I didn't get the final bit.
We still have ground air conditioning and GPU, which can go now. Let's see about chocks. Parking brake is set, so chocks can go as well.
FSN to Alpha on arrival. I think I've got.
And now let's see anyway, for the checklist.
Thank you very much for that. Running for correct.
No worries.
Okay, checklist for some reason are not loading in, but that's no worry. I have like a printed out checklist next to me here. So let's run this one. Before start checklist, cockpit preparation is completed. Signs are on an auto.
This is Turkish 9 X-ray Quebec.
Fuel quantity 12.68 and altimeters 1010 2 times 3 times. All the doors are closed. Windows and doors are closed. Beacons are
would you like to
on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is on. Before start checklist completed.
Thank you.
Okay, I really feel I'm missing something essential. I haven't been flying this aircraft for so long. Just one thing I'm curious about, since we do have to be 2000 above, it's saying 2360. So barely, but okay, we can make it. We will certainly leave out flaps 1 until we... Okay, 240 is fine. I believe green dot speed is below 240. Green dot 239. Oh, hardly. Okay. Interesting. So we might want to leave flaps 1 out until we pass this waypoint. Okay, we are ready to push and start according to the instructions. Let's switch this one to TA and ask for pushback.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brakes off, and off we go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
So ignition to start. Starting engine number 2. Let's put this to direct.
Actually, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so regarding the aircraft, call sign Delta Alpha Echo Uniform Charlie, in case you've been wondering about the history of this aircraft, at least I found it kind of interesting. So I believe I think it's 13 years old, so not even that old for an A321. And it has been flying initially for Niki, which is like this Austrian charter airline which has gone bankrupt some time ago. And yeah, and then after that Lufthansa made it, or like ordered it to be converted for a freighter. And I believe we are going to see quite a lot of those aircrafts in the future. So there's a few converted A321s out there at the moment, and I believe there's also already the first A320 converted freighter. Seems like this is something very popular to do at the moment. Ooh, fuel pumps. Yeah, I could have thought about that. My bad entirely. Sorry about that.
Ankara, Turkish 9 X-ray Quebec.
Go ahead.
Okay, starting engine 1.
Just a quick question. At Istanbul, is runway 35 right not in use at the moment? Just curious, because obviously you gave me runway 36. Not a problem, but I'm just curious.
Turkish 9 X-ray Quebec, could you please tell me your question?
No problem. I was just wondering, is runway 35 right at Istanbul, is that not in use at the moment, or is 36 the only one that's in use for arrivals?
Actually, both of them are used for the arrivals, 35 right and 36, but 36 is mainly used for the domestic traffic, so it's like faster and closer for you to go to the arrival gate.
Okay, appreciate the change then. Thank you.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnect.
Okay, we have 2 good engine starts. So ignition back to normal. This is coming to arm. Flaps 1 max trim goes down 10. Like that. Flight control, full left, full right, full up, full down. You can still see I'm still struggling with my super weird rudder sensitivity. I actually think my side stick is a little bit broken. Anyhow, can't change it now. This on performance, this is looking good. APU bleed off. APU master switch off. After start checklist, anti-ice not required. ECAM status is checked and trim is set down 1.0. After start checklist completed. Okay, let's call in for taxi. Lufthansa Cargo 8347 requesting taxi.
Lufthansa Cargo 8347, taxi straight ahead Alpha, hold short Alpha 1 Bravo.
Straight ahead on Alpha and hold short Alpha 1 Bravo, Lufthansa Cargo 8347. Okay. Turn off taxi lights. Off we go. I believe we do need a little bit of power to get us going here. And then, since it's not a long taxi, let's complete the before takeoff checklist. Flight controls are checked, flap settings config 1+F. Takeoff speeds are inserted. Wait, do I need more power than that? Yeah, there we go. That's the TO config. That's checked. Yeah, finally we have a working weather radar. That's the absolute benefit over Microsoft Flight Sim at the moment. Lufthansa Cargo 8347, crossing approved, line up and wait 3 for left. Crossing approved, line up and wait 3 for left, Lufthansa Cargo 8347. Okay, let's see, I think it's the next one. Yeah, should be the last one. Yeah, the last one actually. Okay, so let's go TRA. Apparently we do have a flight attendant in here. A little bit unrealistic, but never mind. Cabin is ready. Well, we are really slowing down a lot. I believe we are really heavy at the moment. And since we are allowed to cross, let's put the strobes on.
KLM 740 identified, open climb level 210.
Something I do need to double check is my brake settings in here. No, sorry, not that. Where do I see it? Control brakes. Let's dial this up a little bit. Like this. Okay, before takeoff checklist below the line, takeoff runway 34 left straight ahead is identified and packs are on engines as required.
Lufthansa Cargo 8347, only 34 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 06 degrees, 5 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, 34 left, Lufthansa Cargo 8347. Cool, so we are cleared for takeoff, everything is set, we are ready to rock and roll. These trees are looking super weird, why is everything white out there? I don't think they have snow here at Istanbul at 30 degrees outside temperature. But never mind. Okay, starting the timers. Landing lights, of course. Take off. Okay, let's do it. Man, flex, SRS, and runway. Ooh, that's gonna be a long takeoff roll. 100 knots.
Turkish 184, hello, Ankara, walk 3312.
V1. Rotates.
Turkish 5 Charlie Papa identified, open climb level 340.
Level 340.
Was it raid? He's coming up. That's my rudder. Sorry.
Turkish 1884 identified, relay to Alpha.
He's a little bit silent, the controller, really. Need to put up the sound a little bit.
Relay to Alpha, ILS Zulu, runway 35 right.
Climb power.
1884.
Left hand turn.
Turkish 5 Charlie Papa for separation, keep heading 360.
360, Turkish 5 Charlie Papa.
To keep yourself
Santiago 8347 identified now, open climb level 320.
Open climb, flight level 320, Lufthansa Cargo 8347.
Lots 854,
Okay, let's use autopilot.
10,000 feet, QNH
Open
1012.
climb 320.
10,000 feet, QNH 1010, lotus factor. Turkish 1884, ready for descent.
Turkish 1884, descent level 200.
Oh, this is cool. That was really a super heavy A321 departure.
And Turkish 1884, direct Imran, India, Mike, Romeo, Echo November.
Direct Imran, Turkish 1884.
Lufthansa Cargo 8347, direct Tutbu, Tango Uniform, Delta Bravo Uniform.
Direct Tutbu, Lufthansa Cargo 8347. Direct, where did I miss it? Tutbu, there it is. Cool. Flaps up, speed checked, flaps up.
Turkish 5 Charlie Papa, thank you for cooperation. Left turn direct to Addons.
Left turn direct to Addons, Turkish 5 Charlie Papa.
Okay, 240 knots. Let's see. Everything is set. Landing lights are on, which is fine. I don't have an after takeoff checklist on my sheet of paper here, so we are all
Lot
good.
854,
Direct top boom. Let's use the terrain radar over here. Yeah, pretty much straight out now. Cool, very, very fun and enjoyable departure in a heavy A321. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. And on that note, just passing 4,000 feet, but since we are all set here on the climb, I will put you into music in full mode and meet you back for an arrival into Frankfurt. Enjoy!
Yeah, sure.
folks, welcome back. And yeah, we are back a bit early, just passing flight level 225. The reason is it is a busy day here in the German airspace. Actually, for all the flight, we pretty much had ATC for most of the time, which is super exciting. But so let's talk about a few things for the arrival before it gets even busier heading into Frankfurt. So we're currently cleared the Fabur 2 Bravo arrival, which we can see here. So into Bovec now, and then all the way down here, Spesa flight level 110. Yeah, and then the normal transition out to the east, then a 180-degree left and turn onto final. I don't know the runway yet, either 25 left or 25 right. Both is fine for us. I'm expecting 25 left, sorry, 25 left, since we're coming from the south. And yeah, so that's what we are having here. We have the latest Asus, which is Sierra, wind 180 at 6, 27 degrees, QNH 1010. Nice weather here in Frankfurt, so nothing crazy. And we are heavy, of course, as we have expected. So what I've done here, I've planned for config 3 landing. Reason is the go-around climb gradient, which is 5.4 for config 3. For config full, this would be 4.4, which is a big difference. So this is why we are doing config 3 on medium braking. Yeah, other than that, we are good. Max landing weight 778, and now it's landing weight 782. So it's just a slight difference, really. It's not a big thing. Of course, it's an overweight landing according to this calculation, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, Lufthansa cargo 8347, contact Langenräder on 120.87.
120.8 for Lufthansa cargo 8347. Bye bye. Okay, on to the next frequency.
It functioned physically a few minutes ago. We are busy, I guess. We are flight level 310.
French baguette.
French baguette. It's a nice call sign. Langenräder, guten Abend, Lufthansa cargo 8347, passing flight level 180, information Sierra.
Call you back. Lufthansa 4 November X-ray, Langenräder low identified, plant acid, flight level 130. 130, Lufthansa 4 November X. Lufthansa 77 Mike on my frequency.
Okay, I think it will get back to us, if I understood that correctly. We are now on approach frequency. I'm not sure if there's a director tonight. I don't think there is. So next one is likely tower on 119.9.
Condor 4 X-ray Delta. Lufthansa cargo 83847, Langenräder low identified. Expect ILS 25 left.
ILS 25 left, Lufthansa cargo 8347.
Lufthansa cargo 8347, information Sierra is current, descent flight level 70.
Information Sierra is copied and descending flight level 70, Lufthansa cargo 8347. Okay.
Lufthansa cargo 8347, proceed direct Delta Fox 622.
Direct Delta Fox 622, 8347.
So the 4 November X-ray contact Langenräder
622, okay, now I quickly need to via, no, that's not that. No star. 622, that's looking better, and now I can go 622, that's what I've been looking for. Cool. That's a nice shortcut in there, perfect. So now it's about 40 miles to the airport on a direct line. So probably a bit more distance, 44 miles to go. Beautiful. So we are cleared down to 70. Yeah, about the climb gradient, I kind of wanted to finish that earlier. So I actually couldn't find it on the charts, but if I remember correctly, we do need a minimum go-around climb gradient of 5 degrees for Frankfurt, but I might be mistaken. I always thought it's somewhere on here. I can't find it just now. But anyhow, now we are safe with the flap 3 config. We are doing just fine. Yeah, other than that, normal 3-degree glide slope go around. Little bit of a swing over to the left, and then a left-hand turn. We can follow the flight director for that. That's all dialed in. Yeah, so now we can easily cruise down there. Now it's even less busy compared to being back on Wien and Munich radar. That was super busy. But yeah, now everything seems kind of chill even. And for that reason we can complete the approach checklist. Briefing is confirmed and minimum decision altitude is also set. It should be on here. 562 is set, which is radial 200. Should be fairly straightforward.
Lufthansa Cargo A347 descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1010. Corrections, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descending 4,000 feet, QNH 1010, Lufthansa Cargo A347. Interesting that here in Frankfurt it's actually the same QNH we had over at Istanbul. Okay, below 10,000, so landing lights are on. Everything looking good.
Lufthansa Cargo A347 distance to final approach fix 16 nautical miles. Do you think you can make it, or do you need delay vectors?
Stand by a second. Let's double check if this is...
Frankfurt approach, Eurowings 827, ILS landing 20, runway 25 center via Spacer, flight level 100.
Eurowings 827, Lang radar low identified, expect ILS 25 left, descent flight level...
Let's go open descent. He's right, we are a bit high.
Descent flight level 70, Eurowings 827 und hallo.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, we can make it.
Eurowings Lufthansa Cargo A347.
Yeah, 10 miles down there, but we got like 12 miles to reach 4,000, so I think we are good. Oh, there's rain. What's the temperature? 26. Okay. Oh wait, we got like 26 miles to go. 25. And we need to lose 7,000 feet.
Eurowings 827, proceed direct Delta Foxtrot 4.
Yeah, it's fine. We can make it. We are good. No worries. Actually not quite sure why he thought that we are too high in the approach. Okay, landing system.
Delta Foxtrot 622 Eurowings 827.
Speedbird 916, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1010.
5,000, QNH 1010, Speedbird 916.
Auf Station 5 Frequency, Information Tango ist gesund, Wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, QNH 1010.
2003 knots. Let's update this. 2003 knots.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, turn left heading 280, cleared ILS 25 left.
Left heading 280 and cleared ILS 25 left, Lufthansa Cargo A347. Localizer. Yeah, but we are below the glide. Everything is good.
Eurowings 827,
no
descent
trouble.
4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
We can activate the approach phase.
Descent to flight level 40,
and manage the speed a bit.
Repeat. Descend to flight level 40, QNH 1010, Eurowings A27.
And Eurowings A27, it's on flight level 40, it's 4,000 feet.
What's the go around altitude?
Descend to flight level
5,000.
4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
It's altitude 4,000 feet.
Okay, localizers captured, approach mode, coming into 4,000. We can use that to slow down a bit.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, speed 170 knots or greater until 5 DME.
170 or greater until 5, Lufthansa Cargo A347. Flaps 1.
Eurowings A27, the radio speed 2 to correction. Radio speed 230 knots.
Reduce speed.
Actually, let's go to 10. We don't need flaps 2 just now.
Eurowings A27.
All right. Yeah, I don't think it will be wet at the airport. I think that's just some rain here. We're hanging underneath a cloud.
Eurowings correction, speedbird 916, continue present heading.
Present heading, speedbird 916.
Okay, let's go flap 2. Glide slope captured. Speed
Eurowings 827 when reaching 4,000 feet.
80 is fine.
200 knots.
Go around altitude set 5,000.
At reaching flight level 050, reduce the speed to 200, Eurowings A27.
Eurowings A27, turn left heading 280, cleared RLS 25 left.
Please repeat the heading.
Left 200.
Turn left heading.
Just turn left and intercept the RLS now.
Intercept the ILS now. Eurowings A27.
And turn left with the heading and then you intercept the ILS.
Okay, 9 miles to go.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, contact Frankfurt Tower, 99, ciao.
119.9 for Lufthansa Cargo A347, ciao.
Hi, Norman. Yep,
And then we're gonna have ground on 12185.
See in the ground, bye.
2500.
Frankfurt Tower, Gude, Lufthansa Cargo 8347, 8 mile final, ILS 25 left.
Lufthansa Cargo A347 Tower, Gude, wind 200 degrees 3 knots, runway 25 left, cleared to land, long rollout approved.
Clear to land and long rollout approved, Lufthansa Cargo A347. Alright, 170 above until 5, so that's looking fine. Let's do the lights now. So we have this done. Then we need signs. This one we need to switch on. Flaps config 3 in a second. Let's drop the gear. And then let's go manage speed so we don't put in much power now. Nice, Frankfurt off to the right hand side. Cool. And flaps 3. Landing checklist, go route altitude 5000 is set and EK memo landing no blue. Landing checklist completed. Oh, that is looking good. Now let's see if we can have a nice one. Yeah, also some traffic down here. United 777, fancy. Seems to be a little bit bumpy even. Interesting, okay. So let's take the aircraft. It's a little bit late now, but it's fine. Oh, luckily here in P3... Oh, that's my rudder, I hate it. Luckily here in P3D we at least can like properly disconnect the autopilot. Oh, come on. I hate this rudder.
400.
Oh, let's hope for a good touchdown.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Continue.
Frankfurt Tower, Eurings 827, good down, hello. ILS landing runway 25 left.
Looking good so far.
Tower, low, 1 arrival ahead.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
I'll reverse. Not exactly the soft touchdown we would need with the overweight landing, but I think it's okay. I have had worse. Manual braking. Let's go a bit further because we need to go to the cargo area, which is back there to the right. Okay, I think this one will do. Ooh, I'm too fast. Shit. I have to take the next one. Luckily we have a long rollout approved. Okay.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, taxi via Mike 30, hold at cut 23 holding point.
Via Mike 30 and hold at cut 3 holding point Lufthansa Cargo A347.
Eurowings A27, wind 1, correction wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 left.
Is that Mike 13?
Clear to land, Eurowings 827.
Mike 30.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, course runway 25 center, taxi via Lima, hold short of November 14.
Cross runway 25 center and via Lima, hold short November 14, Lufthansa Cargo A347. Oh, it's always this moment after touchdown, there's so much to do. Okay,
Lufthansa 81 Whiskey Tower, good evening, wind
radar,
200 degrees, 3 knots,
this
runway
one,
18
flaps are
Echo.
coming up, strobes are on, we are crossing a runway, that's fine.
Lufthansa Cargo A347, contact apron 121.850, ciao.
121.850 for Lufthansa Cargo A347, ciao. Whew. He's demanding a lot.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu Alpha 23, we are ready for push.
Okay, let's Mike 30.
Pushback approved, 9 Papa Zulu.
In Nana Papa Zulu for my pre-planning, are you able for intersection Lima 6 on departure?
Okay, I'm gonna hold here for a second.
Affirmative, 9 Papa
Where
Zulu.
are we even? I have no idea. Has to be Lima 16, no, Lima 17. Frankfurt apron, Gude, Lufthansa Cargo 8347.
Lufthansa Cargo 8347, apron, hello, taxi, Stand Fox 216, November 14, November 13.
Stand Victor 216 and November 14, November 13, Lufthansa Cargo 8347.
Yep, it's Foxtrot 216, that's correct.
Foxtrot 216, sorry, Lufthansa Cargo 8347.
Landing.
November 14, November 1. Wait, November 14. Ah, shit, I'm going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. Okay, this one, strobes, landing lights, taxi lights are fine, okay. Ooh, that's busy. I need a co-pilot here, seriously. Okay, now this should be November 14. That's good. And then November 13 is in there. Okay. November 14, November 13. Okay, another right-hand turn, and then November 13. Crazy stuff. Hot brakes.
Lufthansa 851, when you're passing November 6, contact Tower 119.9, enjoy your flight, bye-bye.
When passing November 6, contact Tower 119.9, thank you, cheers.
Austrian 594,
So that's November 13, and then let's see where our stand
holding
is.
point runway 18, via November 7 at November.
Ah, got the wrong charts.
taxi order point 18 via November 7 and November.
Yeah, anyway, should be
Austrian
noted on the
594.
ground as well. Foxtrot 216. So let's see, this is 215, so I expect 213, 214, 216. This is it. Nice. Some arrival on 25 right. What do we have there? British Airways 737. Okay. Some retro flight.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, we are ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, Roger, taxi via November 5, Lima, hold short of November 4.
November 5 Lima, hold short of November 4.
Now I haven't triggered GSX, did I? Completely forgot that, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's hold it here. That's good enough for now, and I'm just seeing I even forgot to fire up the APU. Oh gosh. Wow. Is it usually that busy on the ground, or is it just me today? Crazy stuff. Okay, let's kill one engine. Every little bit of fuel being saved is good.
Frankfurt ground, Speedbird 9015 Victor, transport 2072 Vietnam time.
Feedback correct. Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu,
Okay,
von Lima,
APU,
Tower
now we got
99,
it.
guten Flug.
Killing engine number 2.
1 von Lima, Tower 99, 9 Papa Zulu, vielen Dank und schönen Abend noch. Ciao.
239.
Ebenso, danke dir.
And so this is coming to 2000.
Lufthansa 1342, ready for
Stand
taxi.
by.
Lufthansa 1342, taxi to holding point runway
Here
18 via
comes
November 8 and November.
Taxi holding point runway 18
beacons,
November 8 and November, Lufthansa
seatbelts
1342.
or signs in general coming off. And then that's that. Deboarding requested. Parking checklist. APU bleed is on. Yellow electric pump is off. Engines are off. Seatbelts are off. Parking brake is on at the moment. Radar predictive wind shear is off. Parking checklist completed. Lufthansa Cargo 8347 on the blocks and logging off. Vielen Dank euch. Schönen Abend noch. Ciao, ciao.
Danke fürs Fliegen ebenfalls. Tschüss.
So here we are. Oh, nice departure rolling. Oh, awesome! I love that. VATSIM. I love VATSIM. Can't even get it straight now. Ooh, what's happening there? Okay. VATSIM at its best, really. Okay. So here we are. Yeah, GSX is deboarding the plane as if it were a passenger plane now, but I can't really change that. Okay guys, I would say that was fun. That was real fun flying on VATSIM, having lots of controllers along the way. Nice approach into Frankfurt. I think the flight was good, departure was good, landing was good. Not perfect, but good, so I'm happy with that. And yeah. Take care everyone, see you on the next flight. Thank you so much for joining me on this A321 P2F converted flight, and take care, bye bye.